Our top story tonight, an active Army sergeant says he's the driver who shot and killed a protester in downtown Austin last weekend. Daniel Perry told police he shot Garrett Foster in self-defense. His attorneys say Perry is from North Texas and served in the Army for the last 8 years, including a tour in Afghanistan. According to the Texas Department of Public Safety, Perry has one misdemeanor assault charge on his record from 2005. There's nothing else on his record here in Texas. Now, Perry is also a ride-share driver, and his attorney says that's why he drove to downtown Austin last weekend. KVUE's Mike Maroot joins us now. And Mike, walk us through why Perry claims this deadly shooting was self-defense.
Well, Quita, first things first, Daniel Perry's attorneys say he fired his gun because he felt threatened from Garrett Foster as he supposedly raised his AK-47 and aimed it at him. Now, police, of course, released Perry and the second shooter after questioning them both last Saturday night, Sunday morning. And with video from the scene, video from social media, and Daniel Perry's account, here's what he said happened.
According to his attorneys, Daniel Perry was dropping off a ride-share customer in downtown Austin on Saturday night. He actually carries a gun in his car for his own personal safety as a ride-share driver, again, according to his attorneys. Now, Daniel Perry on Saturday night, after dropping off that customer, took a right onto Congress Avenue from 4th Street.
Perry made this turn and came across the Black Lives Matter protesters. He says he did not know they were going to be there. Protesters say he drove into the crowd aggressively. Both Perry and Austin police say the crowd surrounded his car and started hitting it. That's when Perry noticed Garrett Foster carrying his AK-47 type weapon, thinking that Foster was law enforcement. So he rolled his window down. When he realized Foster wasn't law enforcement, he claims that Foster pointed his AK-47 at him. That's when Perry fired shots, killing Foster. Now, at this point, protesters say that Foster never actually raised his gun at Perry, but a second person in the crowd fired their gun at Perry and his car. Perry then drove down Congress Avenue, calling 911 and reporting the incident. Austin police then took both Perry and that second shooter in for questioning. Now, I reached out to Garrett Foster's family and his fiance. All of them say they have no comment yet at this time. Austin Police Department, of course, still investigating this shooting incident from last Saturday night, but have not taken anybody under arrest for the shooting and the killing of Garrett Foster. Reporting in downtown Austin, Mike Maroot, KVUE News.
Mike, thank you. Now, here's what we know about the protester who died, Garrett Foster. His mother says Foster and his fiancée, the woman seen alongside him in these photos, pictured together in Austin over the last few weeks. Now, in a video on social media, Foster said he started carrying his gun after his roommate was arrested. Foster said he felt authorities were not allowing protesters to march freely, so he wanted to exercise his Second Amendment rights.